The crypto market keeps observing such drastic rises and crashes every now and then that is quite a very risky business. With even more than 4,000 cryptocurrencies in the existing world, purchasing and selling in the market becomes quite tricky. Even when one signs up to take the risk, there are external factors always at work to change the situation again. A similar change of events happened when last year there was a lawsuit on one of the most succeeding cryptocurrencies of the time, Ripple. It is a real-time gross settlement RTGS network in which one can deal with currency exchange and transfer of funds structure, which was formed by the company Ripple Labs. Ripple was first introduced in 2012, built by Arthur Brito and David Schwartz, who approached Ryan Fugger, who then developed a system called OpenCoin that would transform into Ripple. Today, XRP is the cryptocurrency that belongs to the company Ripple. This cryptocurrency had adjusted itself to the third spot in the list of the best cryptocurrencies. It would have reached the second spot, but do you know why it couldn't? It was because the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, had sued it last year, which caused it to suffer. Let us find out the reason behind this lawsuit and much more relating to the legalities and details of the lawsuit. First of all, let us have a look at the story behind the lawsuit. On December 22nd, the chief central regulatory organization based in the U.S., the Securities Exchange Commission, filed a complaint against the blockchain company behind XRP, which is, of course, Ripple. The SEC accused the company Ripple of selling unregistered securities when it traded the digital currency XRP to investors around the globe. The SEC charged both the former CEO Christian Larson and the current CEO Brad Garlinghouse. This came as a shock as there were no prior statements that would have indicated the blow that struck the company out of the blue. It was claimed that between the period of 2013 to 2020, Ripple supposedly raised $1.3 billion by trading their tokens. The CEOs Brad Garlinghouse and Christian Larson were blamed for illegally financing the blockchain company. The complaint added that they raised assets for the cryptocurrency through an unregistered digital asset securities offering. This did not go well for the company, and thus it faced a downfall in price as the court proceedings continued from December 2020 to this date. Another claim that was made by the SEC on the blockchain company is that it distributed the token for labor and market-making services, so as to increase their sales. Thus, the SEC accused them of not being able to register the token sale as per the U.S. federal securities laws. Stephanie Avakian, an American lawyer and director of the SEC's Enforcement Division, in her proclamation convicted Ripple for cheating possible investors. She said that Ripple and the two individuals, that is, the CEOs Larson and Garlinghouse, have not been able to register their continuous trading and exchange of billions of XRP tokens to the potential market investors. This, she says, kept the investors away from adequate disclosures concerning XRP, Ripple's business, and various other standard established protections. This, she says, is fundamental and could be hazardous to a healthy public market system. And so the SEC's complaint, filed in December in the Federal District Court in Manhattan, convicted the accused, which is the Ripple Company, of breaching the registration provisions of the Securities Act of 1933. And so it demands it to legally refrain from their acts, which means injunction, repaying of the debts, and general punishments. The Ripple did not reply to this severe situation immediately. Instead, it chose to answer through the power of social media, and so it gave its first statement on Twitter. The CEO Garlinghouse tried to maintain the image by calling this a long-run propaganda of the SEC, which, according to him, the SEC does with not just Ripple, but many cryptocurrencies. After this, there were a series of tweets by the company representative, but the first official statement was made on January 29, 2021. It was an official document of about 93 pages that answered all of the interrogatories. It proclaims that XRP is not a security, as claimed by the SEC. The supporters of the cryptocurrency seem to be enraged, calling it all a devised plot of the SEC, which they claim to be full of corruption and volatility. With that support and some of the latest changes occurring for some months in the case, Ripple seems to be winning. Ripple had basically petitioned the judge to get the SEC to return interrogatories, essentially a few questions, that it was allowed to ask them throughout the lawsuit in this whole process. In the answers provided by the SEC, according to many different sources, there are pieces of evidence of the fact that the SEC has been carrying out this investigation in a faulty way. The most evident example of this is that it has not informed any third parties of their belief that XRP is a security. This and much more put in the statement of Ripple and their claim to not be called a security with legit reasons in their answers shows that currently the shift of the court proceeding seems to be in favor of Ripple. The future of the case might not be known yet. We cannot say how it would turn out to be. However, this is the trial of the century, which would not be forgotten anytime soon. It will definitely affect the market on a long-term basis. This means that the cryptocurrency market is not and will not ignore this trial as trivial. There will be a significant impact on the whole technological world, including blockchain. The most beneficial of these impacts might be the change of the system in the SEC, which would rather try to balance the interest of the investors and the crypto companies. The future seems to be reflecting upon this trial of the century. Ripple would not cease as predicted, but as its price is raised again, it will also raise back. But to stay updated on that, you will need to keep intact with the latest updates of the trial. So make sure that you like, share, and follow our channel to stay updated on the crypto world. If you have anything to add to the experience of the trial, drop your comments down at the bottom section and let us know. Also, do tell us who you're supporting in this nail-biting trial. Who is it for you, the SEC or Ripple?